Hello guys, my name is Brian Mushiri and welcome to the channel. By my side is my beautiful girl.
Hello guys, my name is Jen. Karibuni sana to the channel.
Yeah, welcome to the channel. Although it is a very tough time for the family, a lot of mixed feelings, but we still wanted to come up here, create some content for you guys, interact with you guys, and we are in a very different location today.
Yes.
We are where?
Behind the kitchen.
Behind the kitchen. We are outside because there's something going on in our room. Someone is there, someone is working. And we just said, let us change it up a bit and come and shoot the video from outside.
Yeah.
We are celebrating a big milestone in our relationship.
For sure.
Our anniversary. Yeah! So yesterday was our anniversary. And
it was also April Fool's Day, isn't it?
Yeah. So our anniversary is also April Fool's Day. And I remember the first April Fool's Day, you tried to prank me.
I did.
Yeah. And it was a prank that I didn't really like. But since then, I think the following year, that is when we officially started dating. And it has been such an interesting experience for both of us. Would you say so?
Yes.
How would you describe the last few years that we've known each other?
I think we have come from from low to high.
Yes.
Yes.
So definitely we have definitely come from low place, and then now we are where we feel we should be.
Tumepanda levels.
Yeah, we have gone upgrading the levels.
Yes.
And we are going to explain what we mean by that. And also, as you can see from the title, we have experienced a loss in our family, and that's why I said there are a lot of mixed feelings, but we are going to get to that later on in the video. But for now, let us start by talking about our relationship this far, and what lessons we've learned and what challenges that we've faced so far. So you all know how the story of how we met, but what you might not know is that our relationship in the beginning went through a rough patch because we were not spending time together.
Yeah, for sure.
There was a lot of distance between you and I. At the time, Jane was still in university, and she was all the way in Kakamega.
Yes.
And we were seeing each other maybe once every 3 months when you were coming home after the holidays, right?
But we were also video calling each other.
I remember it was also hard for you, you know, like we have mentioned before, Jane doesn't like being on camera that much. She's learning, but even on video call, she didn't want to video call with me because she didn't like being on video at all. But it was a good way to communicate. Yeah, so we were seeing each other very few times, and that was having its toll on our relationship.
Oh, while I was in campus?
Yeah. We weren't talking that much.
It was during COVID era.
Yeah, it was after COVID.
After?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it was shortly after COVID.
That place is far, Navaholo.
Yeah, Navaholo. You spent how?
No, Navaholo.
Navaholo.
Yeah, you say it like a lawyer.
Navaholo.
Yes.
When we needed to talk, you either needed to leave the house, or you needed to go on top of the table so that we could communicate.
For sure.
When you finished and you graduated, and then you came, you maybe 2-3 months later, you are at your new job in Giwa.
No, I finished university December. December I graduated, and then come 2022
January,
Feb
yeah.
1st. That is when I got a job.
Yeah, so she went from me seeing her once in every 3 months, and then she landed this job. Of course, we were very happy, but the problem is that her job was
very fixed,
and not very accommodative for a social life.
Yes.
So she would be working from Monday
To Sunday. Yes.
and the only time she had a leave was once every 2 weeks, right?
Yes,
On
yes.
Tuesday,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, yes.
And on Sunday she would work from 8.
No, from 9.
From 9 to 5.
From 9:30 to 5.
But that is what your boss used to say, but actually it went all the way to 7 p.m.
Manze.
So it was really hard for us to make time for each other, to meet and to spend time together, because also we live a bit far from each other, right?
You remember first? You remember I was working also during holidays.
Yeah.
December,
Yeah.
Easter, no break.
Yeah. So she was working holidays, public holidays. She was let's just say she was working
Every
day.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really tough because now I had to see her once every 2 weeks, and she couldn't sleep over because she needed to be at work the following day.
Yeah.
When you closed early, you would leave work and then you would come straight home, and then you would sleep over. That is when now we started spending a bit more time together, spending the evenings together, watching movies.
Watching a movie.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yes.
So slowly by slowly we started getting to know each other. But there was still something that was missing in our relationship. Now we had started spending time together, but we had not crossed the path for caregiving. Do you want to talk about that part? Because, yeah?
No.
She kept on telling me, I want you to teach me how to do this caregiving thing.
Yes.
And then I kept on telling her, we are going to figure it out.
Every time.
Soon, very soon you are going to do it.
Soon.
Very soon you are going to do it. But I was scared. I was scared and afraid because as a disabled man, as a man, you are afraid that when your lady sees some parts of yourself and how maybe your disability affects you, and she has to even dress you and change your clothes and
everything,
clean you. I thought it was going to be too much, and that was just my fear. That it doesn't mean that there was anything wrong with you or I felt you are incapable. I was just afraid, and I thought it was going to be too overwhelming for you. So I went to the US and I met a good friend of mine in Minneapolis, and I told him that story, and he told me, you are doing such a big injustice to Jane.
Yes.
Because it's supposed to be her decision. Whether she wants to do care or not, it should be her decision. And it should be her decision if it's going to be overwhelming or not. So that was a wake-up call. I see you are crying.
I'm not crying.
I can see your eyes. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So, but everything changed last year.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Mid last year,
around June, July, thereabout. But you had been tired at work.
Very, very tired.
You had been tired, why? The working hours?
Yes. Less pay.
The pay was not at par with the work that you were doing.
The work quantity.
Yeah.
It was like this.
And the pay? Yeah, it was. She was being taken advantage of because she was doing 2 roles, playing 2 roles, but she was being paid she was being paid peanuts. Yeah, and at some point you got very frustrated towards the end of your job. You kept on telling me, I just want to leave. I want to go. You're talking to your mom, and when time came, she left. My friends tell me that you left because of me, because you wanted to spend more time with me. And I know that is true, but I also know that you left because you were just tired.
Because of you, it was a big, it is maybe it's 70%, and then 30% is the less pay, more work.
And you are just exhausted.
Yeah.
And you've done the job for two years. Yeah, 2.5 years of just getting one off day every 2 weeks. And in December, you didn't get any.
In December, there's no off days.
So December, you do the job from date 1 to 31st. Yes. So it was really hard for us as a couple.
For sure.
So everything changed when she quit her job, and now we started spending more time together, and we crossed that bridge of caregiving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now the caregiver.
And now she's my primary caregiver. She has had to learn everything quite fast. You have had to learn about we have talked about it in the channel, and I feel like you are learning. You have really settled into this role where
actually I'm learning every day.
Yeah, I really wanted to talk about how our families have been supportive to our relationship. I thought I was worried that maybe your family would be a bit apprehensive about you dating someone like me. And when I went to meet them last year around this time, when I came with George and Tini, I was very nervous. I didn't know how they were going to receive me. Were you scared at any point about how your family was going to receive me?
No, I was not scared.
Yeah.
She said, as long as it is not pity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from there henceforth, I was not afraid.
And your parents have been so lovely to me and my family. And I hope that you have felt the same love from my people.
Mimi wako niko home.
Yeah?
Yes.
You feel at home?
Yeah. I'm at home.
Even now that you're meeting the extended family?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
You still feel at home?
Nafurahi because now, hey.
Yeah?
Your mom. Your mom is like, Jane, come. Come greet. This is called Dr. Who. This is called Auntie. This is called Uncle.
Yeah.
And then she's like, this is Brian's wife. Sasa in Kikuyu.
Yeah.
Huyo ni mutumia wa Brian. Nilipata? Nidageire kairetu.
And that
statement inanimaliza.
And that translates to God blessed me with a
daughter.
With a daughter, because my mom, of course, has only boys.
Yes.
So
I'm the dirt.
Yeah.
Feels good.
I'm so happy that you're feeling that you're feeling excited about it. And I feel like us making it official by going to your place and starting the process, I think that also helps.
Kabisa.
Because you're not just a girlfriend, you're not just someone I know, you're not just a friend, you're someone who you have made a decision to be with me, and I have made the decision to be with you, and that helps a lot. And on this day, on our anniversary, we just wanted to share those moments with you guys. We have suffered a great loss in our family, and that loss came last week when we lost our grandmother. I don't know if I mentioned this before on the channel, but I have said grandfather or grandmother?
Grandmother.
So my grandfather had 3 wives, and unfortunately my grandfather passed on many years ago, some 22 years ago, but 2 of his wives were living in our compound. We live in a big compound. So my 2 grandmothers have been living here all our lives, and we have been very close to them. So I have Shosho Tabitha and Shosho Janet. That is like grandmother Janet and grandmother Tabitha. So grandmother Tabitha is older because they have just 1 year difference, because my Shosho Tafida was born in 1939 and Shosho Maito in 1940. So on that day, we were in bed.
Yeah.
You were tired because we had spent the day in town.
Yes.
And then we had my dad turn on the car, right? And I asked you to pass my phone.
Yes.
You remember, I was very concerned. Do you remember?
I do.
So I was very concerned because I wondered at 10 p.m. where is my dad going? So I gave him a call, and he told me that my grandmother had rested. I remember Jane was so shocked by the news.
I was.
Yeah.
I was.
You had met Shosho Tapida a few times.
Yes. We interacted a few times also.
Yeah. There's one moment where she called you a few times to help her move and be comfortable. Yeah.
Yes. Also, there was a time she called and asked where you are. Yeah.
Oh, when I was sick, when I was suffering from the pressure sore.
Yes.
So Shosho was very keen to find out how everyone was doing, especially me, because she used to see me every day. We used to meet every day. So when she would not see me a few days, she would get very concerned. And I think she just died out of old age. And she wasn't in pain in her final moments. She just took a few deep breaths when she was surrounded by my mom, my grandmother, and my auntie, and someone else, the girl who helps them. She took a few deep breaths, and then she just
rested.
The last few days have been very confusing for me, because Jen has been asking me, what is wrong?
Why are you not mourning?
Yeah, I don't know. I have not, from the outside, I have not been appearing like I've been mourning. But in my mind, I have been struggling a lot with focus, because I just feel like there's a dark cloud hanging over me all the time. I've not been feeling comfortable. My mind has not been at ease, because even though we are saying we appreciate the time that we spent with Shosho, there's still that aspect of she's no longer here, right? And that has been what has been weighing heavy on me. It has been a painful moment, even especially for my mother, for my mom and for my dad, because they were very instrumental in her care. A few years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, Shosho grew very, very weak, and she could no longer walk properly. So everywhere she needed to go, my dad would take her. So they had that kind of relationship. Whenever she needed to go somewhere, my dad would drive her there. And then mom, for the last 5 months, has been her caregiver. Every other day she has been assisting with her morning routine, my mom and my auntie Betty. So they have been alternating.
Very awesome people.
So they are also feeling the weight of her loss. And I know mom has been struggling with that, because they have spent a lot of time together, and now she's no longer there. So that is what we are dealing with, and a lot of mixed emotions, having to celebrate our anniversary. And yesterday was our anniversary. Tomorrow is a funeral. Tomorrow is also my mom's birthday. So a lot of mixed emotion. And we received really good news today. Early in the morning.
Good news. Oh!
Yeah, so I'm super confused, because how am I supposed to feel? Do I celebrate
the anniversary?
Do I celebrate my mom's birthday?
The news?
Do I celebrate this news that has changed my life?
And mourning your
or
shosho.
mourn my grandmother. What do I do?
Yeah.
And on top of all that, we have a trip that is coming up. Something that we are supposed to be excited about, but do you even, how do you feel? How are you supposed to feel? The video, I didn't want it to go long, I didn't want it to go for this long.
So we are not telling them the surprise?
No, I'm going to post a separate video. How big of a surprise is it?
It is a big surprise.
Yeah?
So help me God to close my mouth.
It is such a big surprise,
Yeah,
and something, like I said, life-changing.
Yes.
But you won't have to wait for too long to figure it out. So just subscribe, and know we are going to get to 50K soon. And it will be maybe a good video for 50,000 subscribers. So thank you guys for the support so far. I hope the change in light has not been too much for you guys, because we are outside. Just bear with us, and I hope the audio as well has been good. But that is all. Have a wonderful day whenever you're watching this, or a wonderful night. Do you have any last words, babe?
Thank you for your support. God bless you all.
Yeah, guys, see you on the next one, and bye. Thank you for the support.